Hello and welcome back to F1 Weekly. My name is Ben Webble and I'm here to tell you all of the biggest stories in F1 this week. If you would like to support the podcast, then feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow or review. You can also share this with whomever you wish because the podcast is available on almost all prominent streaming platforms, which are all linked below. Now let's get in to episode 13. First off this week is another piece of sad news that has not only affected the racing community, but the whole world. Captain Sir Tom Moore, an inspirational army veteran, had raised nearly £40 million for the NHS by the time of his passing on Tuesday of this week, after testing positive for COVID-19. Tom Moore was an avid fan of F1, and many drivers, ex-drivers and teams showed their support to his family in this time of sorrow, including Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, George Russell, Martin Brundle, Damon Hill, McLaren, Williams and Aston Martin. It's really sad to lose another man who has inspired so many, but his tremendous acts of kindness will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Captain Sir Tom Moore. Now, on a more light-hearted note, this is around the time when drivers who are no longer on the F1 grid decide what they want to do next season in motorsport. This week, both Romain Grosjean and Alex Albon made statements on what they're going to be getting up to. After Romain's horrific crash at the Bahrain Grand Prix, we are all glad to see that he can even get back into a race car without much trouble. This year, he'll be competing in the IndyCar series. However, he has chosen not to compete properly, as he is not interested in the Indianapolis 500, thinking better of it after his huge crash. He'll be racing for Dale Coyne Racing next year, and has explained that he will probably not rejoin F1 unless a good contract can be materialised. In Romain's winless 11-year career, he managed 179 Grand Prix starts, 10 podiums, and 391 championship points. I wish Romain all the best for his 2021 endeavours, and hope that a driver with his talent will be able to find a seat in F1 at some point in the future. Next, we move on to Alex, who is set to race in DTM, the German touring car series. He is actually competing in a Ferrari 488 GT Evo 202, but a fresh AlphaTauri style livery will portray his Red Bull roots. This is a new experience for Alex, who has, bar one occasion, never driven a two-seater car competitively. However, the man from Thailand is up for the challenge, saying, "DTM is a great series with highly talented drivers in the field and exciting racing." In the other Red Bull affiliated car will be former F3 champ Liam Lawson. Similarly to Romain, I really hope that Alex is able to prove himself in this series and possibly wiggle his way back into F1 by next year. I can't wait to see. Our third and final piece of news this week comes from the AlphaTauri rookie Yuki Tsunoda, who is continuing to make his mark in testing, with more and more mileage piling in at AlphaTauri's testing track of choice, Misano, which is only a 1-hour drive from the team's base. He has tested out both the 2019 Toro Rosso and the 2020 AlphaTauri, with the Japanese youngster eager for his first race in Bahrain. Yuki's confidence on track seems to be replicated off it as well, as he said this week, I'll be pushing hard right from the beginning to adapt to the car as much as possible. However, I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I will of course try and limit them, but they are inevitable at the beginning. I do respect his daredevil manner, but I don't want him getting too comfortable in making mistakes, or the man who won 3 races in F2 last season could be finding himself in some hot water. Thank you so much for listening to F1 Weekly. I hope that you enjoyed, and feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow, or review. See you next time, and once again, rest in peace, Captain Sir Tom Moore.